Hello everyone, my name is Alex and today I will be breaking down my process for how I make candles. The supplies you will need for today's project, I am using candle wax. This is Nature C6 Soy Coconut Blend. You'll need wicks and wick stickers. I am double wicking, so I have 2 wicks here and some wick stickers. I've already determined the correct size that we will need for today's project, but if you're having any issues finding the correct wick size for your vessel, please check the size guide in the description box below. Next, you will need to choose a vessel. This is another very important part of your candle. You can make candles in pretty much anything. I have personally used mason jars, cookie jars, candle holders, and these are just a couple of examples of different vessels that you might be able to use. However, for this project today, I will be using this 10-ounce candle container from glassnow.com. Next, you will want to pick a fragrance oil. Today we will be using Sea Glass by Sierra Candle and Soap Making Supplies. Next, we're going to get down to measuring. So for today, you will need a scale. The scale that I have measures in grams, as well as a thermometer. You will also need something to melt your wax in, as well as a pot. I will not be doing this on the stove today. I have my Presto pot here, and I am using a wax melting pot, but if you don't have one of these, you can also use a Pyrex glass measuring cup as well. Lastly, you will need a wick holder. I have this one here because I'm double wicking, but you can just as easily use a pencil or a wooden rod. Once you've cleaned off your work area, it's time to get started. First things first, you're going to want to get your water boiling. I have my Presto pot set to 180 degrees. If you're using a stove, I typically heat my water between 6 and 7. For this candle, you will need 250 grams total volume. We will be using 8% fragrance oil. So today we have 230 grams of wax to 20 grams or approximately 20 grams of fragrance oil. I like to have my wax at about 180 degrees. According to the flamingcandle.com, they suggest heating your wax between 160 and 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Based on my experience, 180 has worked best for me. So this is our vessel here. As I said, I purchased this at glassnow.com, and it is made completely out of recycled glass. Real quick, I'm just gonna wipe it out. I wanna make sure there's no dust and debris in there that will prevent the wicks from sticking on the bottom. Going to attach our wicks. You want to try and get these centered as much as possible at this stage. It'll make centering them later so much easier. But that's done. We can add in our center. Okay. Our wax is just about to 180 degrees, so let's go ahead and pour out our fragrance oil. So as I mentioned, we need between like 18 and 20 grams of fragrance oil. So I place it on the scale, tear it out, and we will add our 18 to 20 grams. Perfect, exactly 18. Okay, and this just hit 180. So we'll go ahead and take that off the burner. We'll place the thermometer right in here. We're going to tare it again before we add our 230 grams of wax. We're just going to give it a good stir. And let's see, make sure everything is nice and well mixed. Once it gets down to 130 degrees, you can go ahead and pour. Perfect. See how it is just the perfect amount. And you'll want to leave your vessel somewhere where it's not going to be disrupted for at least an hour after you pour it. Okay. After pouring and setting, your candle should look something like this. Look at how cute. Lastly, you'll just want to clip your wicks to 1/4 inch. And you are ready to light your candle. But other than that, the process is complete and you have officially made your first candle. Thank you so much for joining me for this presentation today, and I really hope this helps you in your first candle making.